Hi, this is Landry from Booredatwork.com and welcome to our review of X-Men First Class. This is a spoiler-filled review, so I am telling as much as I can about the movie. So if you don't really hear anything, close your ears or don't watch this. But actually watch it, but just close your ears. Anyway, the First Class is the next reiteration of the X-Men movie franchise. It's number 4 in the franchise, I guess 5 if you count Wolverine. Basically this movie takes place back in the 1960s, and it showcases the beginning of the X-Men as well as the relationship between Professor X and Magneto as it comes together and goes apart. Now, first of all, if you're an X-Men fan and a core fan of the comics, you will be disappointed. I can tell you that much. There are a lot of things that are taken in and out from different parts of the comic book and mashed together to create this movie that doesn't make sense if you know the comic books. Now, if you don't know the comic books, I can tell you it's a very good story that you will enjoy and you will actually like. So that's my warning there for two groups of individuals: those who know the comics well, those who don't will go, okay, I understand the story. But here are some of the problems and some of the things that I like and hate about the movie. I'll start with the problems and we'll go to what's fun. First thing, one of the key problems here is just that Bryan Singer and his other writer basically selected different parts and eras from the X-Men universe and brought it together to create this horrible mesh, in a sense, but still entertaining. Horrible mesh, but entertaining, where you have characters from different timelines that don't match the present timelines he set in the first 2 X-Men movies, which were his movies. For one, Havoc is Cyclops' younger brother, but here in this movie he's technically his older brother now, and he was the first X-Men, even though Professor X said Cyclops was the first X-Men, which we all know he is. So it's kind of messed up, rubbish jumbo. That's one. Number 2, Moira, who is a geneticist, and in X-Men 3 is also a geneticist and the love interest of Professor X, is now a CIA agent in this movie. And the love interest starts much earlier in this movie also. So that is something that doesn't really mesh well in this either. Second, Emma Frost, who was in I believe Wolverine movie, which takes place in the 70s, was a little girl. In this movie, she is a grown woman in the 60s. So basically she did a reverse time jump over and grew by another 15 years or so. So that doesn't make any sense. Another thing, Banshee. Banshee's in this movie. Banshee's an X-Men, but Banshee became an X-Men as a grown man, not a teenager in this movie. So you have that too. So there are a lot of things like that doesn't necessarily come to place. You have characters like Angel, who is now part of the original X-Men, but it's not Angel that who has wings. It's Angel who is has insect-like wings and spits out fire. Yes, so there's two. And of course Darwin's also an X-Man, which of course doesn't make sense because he comes in later in the series. But that's what he's done. He's meshed a lot of things together, and this is one of the big problems here. Second thing is character development. Character development in the movie is only good with 3 characters, literally. Everyone else, not so much. You have Professor X and you have Magneto and Sebastian Shaw. The characters really develop and you get to enjoy them, but everyone else seems like you get a quick character growth and they become X-Men. The other annoying thing here is that they all name themselves so casually. It's like, you're Magneto, you're gonna be Mystique, you're gonna be Beast, oh, I'm Havoc, and that's what I'm gonna call myself. There's no energy to you getting a name and calling yourself something. It's almost like, hey, I like this name, so I'll pick it. So that's how they all named, and that's where some of the problems are. I'm not going to go too much details into problems. I'll go to some things that I did like. Chemistry between Professor X and Magneto with James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender. The acting and the on-screen chemistry was great. You could really feel that these guys became as friends and they grew apart because of just different things in them and who they are. And I think the acting really came out very well, and you can really enjoy that. You really enjoy that growth throughout the whole movie. I think both of them are phenomenal. I can see them being future Magneto or future Professor X if the series goes on in whatever form or fashion. Kevin Bacon was superb. I just think he was great. I think he really enjoyed the role. You could see he really enjoyed the fact that he was Mr. All-Powerful Sebastian Shaw, who can take any form of kinetic energy and just return it back to you. like that, with so much power. So he loved that role, and you could see him embrace it. And it's not a lot that Kevin Bacon has done over the years of great worth per se, but I think he really did a good job in this, and you could really enjoy it. So those I really enjoyed. The special effects were great too. You could really feel you know, Magneto lifting a submarine, and you know, sending missiles back and all that fun stuff, and you know, everything else in the special effects department was really good. You enjoyed. So like I said, if you're a fan of the comic books, you will come in and watch this movie and feel like Bryan Singer has bastardized X-Men again. That's how I felt. You might feel the same way. If you're not a fan, if you never read the comic books that much or very lightly followed it, you would really like the story. And that's the problem with this movie. So if you're going to watch X-Men First Stand, I suggest take whatever ideas or pre-admissions you had about X-Men, throw it out the window, go in and watch this movie. It's an enjoyable movie to watch. It's a fun movie to watch, but really it's not an X-Men movie in my mind. I would call it X-Men alternate universe, and I think that would be great, and it would work right well there. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, any comments, you just want to talk about the movie yourself, leave a comment down there. Let me know what you think, and we can compare, contrast, talk, yap, no cursing, and just enjoy our experience about X-Men First Class. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe to our pages, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. It's all Bored at Work with 2 O's. So this is Thunder E from Booredatwork saying thank you, and always enjoy entertainment.